So for 7 years, I'm now 20, and I started watching because I had many difficulties. I found it very hard to fall asleep, and at that time I didn't know it. And at that time I was not diagnosed yet, but later on, when I was 17, I think I was diagnosed. I was diagnosed with ADHD, and I'm sorry for my a bit strange accent and for my many laughs right in the beginning of the video. I think it's quite how do you say, not intimidating, but quite out of my comfort. Not I don't know, man. It's just funny to be. It's just fun. It's just exciting. So in many years, as said, I've watched ASMR videos, and it's been like quite on and off. Like there's been some periods of my life where I don't know, it sounds so formal, like many periods of my life, but there's been like on and off times where I've watched the videos, but I've always found very, very great pleasure in watching them, and I've always found them to help me a lot with relaxing. But here in November, I had this thing happen to me. All of a sudden, evening, I just had this strange feeling in it. I even find it hard to describe the feeling in my own native mother's tongue. So it's going to be interesting to see how well I explain it here in English. But I had like this extreme bloating feeling, and not like the pain was not in my stomach. It was more so a discomfort in my throat. But long story short, this whole story, I'm telling you guys the story because I had not a long break, but I was in one of the periods of my life where I didn't watch ASMR a lot. But then I thought to myself, okay, it helps me calm down and relax. So why don't I give it a try? And it's not to blame others or anything, but I think ASMR compared to like 5 years ago, even 7 years ago, even like 3 years ago, has entered like a very big commercial, not commercial, but it's all been very like focused. It's hard to explain. It's been a while since I've spoken English the last time, but a lot really enjoy things, and I think if you have a slow like retention rate and it's more slow paced, then you also end up like investing more into it, and then in the end you would find more pleasure in the thing. Oh, yeah, sorry, it's very oh, my explaining are very bad right now, but sorry. So, for example, with a movie, most movies are about 2.5 hours, 2 hours, maybe 3 hours even. And if those movies were just like a TikTok video or a YouTube Shorts video, you wouldn't have the same connection as you feel with the characters as you do with a long video, with a long movie. I don't know. I think you get what I'm trying to say, and I could imagine that many of you also have the same opinion. But of course, I still consume short form videos as well because it's so fucking addictive. Nobody can withstand the power of short form videos, and I'm one of the people who deleted TikTok and was like, okay, I'm done with this short form shit. I just gotta detox, dopamine detox. But guess what happened? YouTube was still installed and Instagram was still installed. So yeah, you guessed right. YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels. But the good thing about those platforms is, I mean, at least I'm saying this to myself to kind of cope with the addiction. I don't think my short form addiction is that bad. Like, I actually don't watch a lot of short form. Maybe like a half an hour a day, 40 minutes combined, and that's a lot of time. But compared to some of my friends, who's like 4 hours or something, that's crazy. Alright, great start for the first video. I just had some recording problems. It's been a long rain. Not even that long, 12 minutes, but about 12 minutes. But I was about to say earlier that when I spoke about all the creators making this fast-paced boom boom boom, yes, my point was that because I always had not the motivation, but I always had like the thought that maybe I could make my own ASMR videos. I've always liked creating content. Already when I was like 10 years old, I made gaming videos, and now I make and produce music for myself and my friends. And I not just as it's just a hobby, not professionally. And I make the SoMe content for other influencers. So I've always liked creating, and I've made some videos about cameras and stuff. But when it comes to something I'm very passionate about, I become very like perfectionistic. So I haven't uploaded those because I was just like, okay, there can always be something a bit better. Yeah, so I thought that I would try to give it a shot myself to make some ASMR content, and I don't have like the optimal equipment. I have a good camera, which is great, but I have a really good microphone. Okay, not to I don't know what the metaphor is in English, but not to like praise myself, but it's the Shure SM7B, which a lot of creators have, and it's a great mic, and it's great for recording vocal sessions and recording vocals for music, and even a fun fact, Thriller by Michael Jackson, the great pop star. So sadly, it's not stereo, because stereo is optimal for ASMR, because with stereo you have to separate. You have a audio signal for this in this ear, two different audio signals, and that means that you can make like ear-to-ear movements, but as you can hear, there's no ear-to-ear movements with my microphone. So maybe forward, or even in this video, I'll try to manipulate it in some software in my DAW. Or I had the idea, to use some other microphones I use, since I make these YouTube videos and stuff for other people. I have these lavalier mics, which is those that you clip onto a person, and then you can follow them around, and it's wireless. That's pretty neat for those kind of videos. But I have with those mics, I got two of them, so there I can place them and put one of them, one here, one of them in the other, which gives the stereo ear to ear, which you guys are used to. Yeah. So I think I'm going to round this up. It became quite a long video, and I'm going to look forward to making more videos, and I hope I can help you guys relax and calm down. This was just like a introduction, so